Hello, always Dizzy here. Going to start with puzzle streak of 42, as I always do before I play any games. I'll start at the 1 minute mark. I'm sleepy today. Oh man, I just finished eating a ton of rice. So I feel very bloated. Hello, Larson Say. I'm going to start in about 8 seconds from now. It's so weird. I went grocery shopping 5 days ago and I'm already getting low on food. Okay, here we go. Looks like a mate in 2. Oh, yeah, mate in 2. We can win a rook. Are you getting excited for your tournament in a couple days, Larson Say? This says just mate, actually. Remove the defender. You're not playing? You changed your mind? Oh yeah, I forgot. Because you don't want to take the bus. Oh, I didn't realize. Okay. Which way? This way, so it can't be blocked. Why don't you take the bus? You're too good for the bus? I don't understand, but that's what you want. The bus is awesome on the mainland. It's not too late to change your mind. Oh my God. I'm sorry, but you're okay. I'll bite my tongue. I'll bite my tongue. Obun. This picks. What does this do? This wins the queen. This wins the queen for the rook. Can I take and then get in front? Check. Should be win here. 18. Take and then rook b1. Queen should be good. Queens are good. Black. Free bishop. Take should be okay there. '22. We are white. Push him, baby. Check. And then here. King G1. Oh. Yeah, that's well, why am I thinking that's a problem? That's not a problem. There's a fork. Fork should be good. 24. Check. And then check here. Wins the queen. 25. There's a rook here. Winning the exchange. 26. There's some geometry. Winning the exchange. 27. Do I go queen d5 or do I take here? I'm down a rook right now. No, I'm not. It's equal material. I'm down a pawn or two. I'm down 2 pawns. I don't see what queen d5 does, though. Oh, this is hard. Like I could go rook f6, ef, queen d6, and then rook a d1, but he has rook e6. Make it this went wrong. Oh. Keep looking at the same thing. I'm not. That's all that's going on in my head. I just keep looking at the same line. But rook f6, ef. And then queen e5, he either goes rook e6 right away or he goes king h8. I don't think they really make a difference. And then I don't have anything. I mean, maybe have c5 then. Okay, I don't see better. I'll look at this with the engine after. It's wrong. God damn it. Yes, it's this way. Hey, shit. I had a really good time too on the clock. What the heck is he saying? I don't know what he's talking about. Gibberish. Oh yeah, he can just block with the queen. Yeah, king h8. I had c5 is equal to. I should have. So it's here first, and then. Oh, and then c5. How did I miss that? I had the exact idea. Oh boy. I had the exact idea. I don't know. I had a brain fart there. It wasn't that hard of a puzzle. I just screwed up. Anyways, back to square one. Get the king active. Check and win the queen. I think I win the knight. That's some weird geometry. Hello, Abanoob. You too. It's not New Year's here yet. This is an early stream for me, actually. So it's so early that I probably won't even be, like, my stream will be over before it's even New Year's. Ooh, I didn't consider. Oh, yeah. My bishop comes back. I planned that. Yeah, not 2 hours here. It's 5 hours away here. Hello, Henry. For some reason, whenever Henry comes here, I always want to say his name in like a French accent. It's like a silent H. Hello, Henry. I don't know why. There's no reason to do that. But it's the first thing I want to do. What could this be? I don't know what this could be here. What on earth is this? White to move. I am very confused. What is going on here? I have no idea what this puzzle is for. Like, am I trying to get to B7? Please don't suggest moves or anything. This is very odd. This rook B7 is my only idea. This is 1400. I guess there's rook C8 and then bishop C6. That's a weird puzzle. Unusual. Can I take on E4 and then the rook is hanging? What if he just moves the rook? Then the bishop, yeah, I'm hitting the bishop. Okay, so I win the exchange here. These are weird. That was just another kind of a weird puzzle. Okay, check. Looks good. And rook e2 wins the queen. 18. Look at my awesome posture. This, I won't regret this when I'm 80. Can I take here? $19. Check. And then do I have to? No, I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. Check here. Check. Check. My rook is so useless. My queen's doing all the work here. I just about impaled myself on these nails. Oh, I might have queen d3. Queen d3. He brings the queen back. And then check. Doesn't do it. Check. Sorry. Check. Oh, no, sorry. No. What were they doing? Yeah, check. Check is what I was doing. I don't think this does it, though. He can just come back with the queen. No, then check. Then, okay, that... Oh, he's got a bishop. He's got a gun. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know. I don't know about queen e3. But what else would it be? I can just take here. Oh my god. Okay, this is not a good sign for how today's going to go. Yesterday I was pretty, but yesterday was it yesterday or the day before? I had good energy. I had a lot of energy. Today I am tired. Bad diet. Is his queen nearly trapped? I don't think so. His queen is not going to be trapped. You would think it would be. I almost have stuff like this, but he's covering it after queen a4. I'm down the exchange and 3 pawns. So I'm down a lot of material. So I basically need to win the queen. Or give checkmate. This is 1500. I'm very, very slow on the puzzles today. I might have him after rook a1. Rook a1. And I think same thing if queen a2. He's got queen f5. No, he doesn't. Yeah, and then if queen a2, I think still rook a1 should trap it. I think this works. I don't think he has anywhere else to flee. Okay. 21. I'm so slow. Here we go. Takes, assuming everything is equal, this should be good. 22. We are white. Huh? What? I should be able to take. If he pushes, then his king's cut off. But this is the question, obviously. King c1. I come back. He goes here to d2. How would this work? I mean, this should be winning. My king is well placed. I give a check. He comes in front. And then his king is cut off. I just go king c1 and king d1. I don't want to give a check first because I don't want his king to get closer than it is. Did I account for this? I think I miscalculated, visualized this before. I thought my king just comes in. Well, we have to go to h1. I don't think that's a question here, but let me calculate from there anyways. Yeah, he brings in the king, but I just go king b1. You know, his king can't really do much. He can go to d3. But then I go king b1. He goes king e2, and then I go king c2. Yeah, so we just don't want him to get to the promised land. Okay, I'm very, very slow today. Black's in Zugzwang, so I can go b4. I just have to watch out about h4. But I should be good there. Yeah, I think I can just take 24. Wow, lots of pieces on the board. So there's a check. And then this just has to be winning. Check and then mate. It's just, I mean, that's just a mate. This is a freebie. Weird. Okay. Weird batch of puzzles tonight. I can take and then I have a fork. I'll be up the exchange. Oh, but my bishop will hang at the end. Have to account for that. Because my bishop hangs at the end. Queen f1, knight f1, knight f2. Yeah, king g1, knight g4. I might have rook d1 at the very end, but this seems harder than it should be for 1700. Check, take, check, king g1, take, take, and then I have knight d1. Or rook d1, sorry. And I'm up the exchange after all of that. Queen f6. Am I getting mated here? Nope. But there's this check. I can take, and I think I'm okay there. It's knight f5. I can just take. I think I'm hanging on there. I didn't see this, so I'm really sloppy tonight. I'm assuming bishop d1. And I assume we take with the knight. But then there's this check. but I just go back knight e1. Oh no, that's tricky. Then he has knight f5. Wow, these I don't know. I'm trying to checkmate. No. Yeah, this is tricky, but he's going to take here anyway, so I might as well take the bishop. But how did this work? No. He can't take there. My knight's protecting it. I don't know what I'm smoking. I'm not on the ball today. I am not on the ball. I had a nap today too. I have a fork. I'm up a pawn. And I have a pass pawn. $28. I think we win the rook. $29. Lifeline. Take with the rook, I think. $30. Ooh, tricky. So I think it has to be queen d5. Hang on though, this is still tricky. So if he takes on c1, I have to recapture on c1. Yeah, that should be okay. So, and then if he takes on d5, I have to recapture on d5. And then, yeah, that's fine. I just got to be careful. Just have to be careful. Check and then a deflection. Check and then we go with the deflection. $32. This is pretty powerful. And then I have rook d1. This should be good. I also have c4 maybe. But that should be good. Yeah, so is it c4 or rook d1? Maybe it's c4. They both seem good though. No. I think if I go rook d1, then he can bring in his king. So it has to be c4. Oh, that hurts. Yeah, I'm not on the ball today, but c4? Oh, there's rook a5. And I guess rook c5 too. I was right that this is that he brings in the king. Gotta start over. I mean, this might take me until next year to finish. This might take me until next year. I'm just not on the ball today. We can't do the games until we do the puzzle streak, as much as it's, as painful as it is. No, that's not the rules. I'd love to go bishop e4, but I don't know if we can do that. So let's look for a forcing line here. It's g6, and then that'll do it. I must reach 42 before I play any games. That's right. That's the rule. You gotta be accurate. You gotta get the puzzles correct. You can't just let yourself get away with being inaccurate. We'll play games when we deserve to play games. Right now, we don't deserve it. We have to get the puzzles correct. Are they both not mate? I have two different mates here, don't I? Weird. My posture is atrocious. I want to get here. Bang. Mate. Whoa. I'm down a piece. Can I go here? That's complicated. I think I can do that. That was too much to calculate for 1400, honestly. Don't you think? Everyone left. They're disgusted with my puzzle play. And I can't blame them. Show off. Now, if only you could brave the bus. The bus is awesome there. Man, you're so privileged, man. I'm happy you've never had to face any real hardships. That's a good thing, honestly. Okay, so let's just examine this check. And then I have check here. And then he takes, I can take the rook. I think this is good. That's what old people do. When I was your age, I waited 2 hours for the bus. No, but I mean, if you wanted to go to the tournament, I mean, you obviously don't really want to go that bad. It's what I'm trying to get. Like, I spend like 5 hours traveling to go to a tournament on the mainland. You don't even want to go 1 hour. It's only 1 hour. It's nothing. Oh, well, that's different. I thought you that's not what you said before. You said you didn't want to. you didn't want to wait an hour for the bus. And I think that's silly. Okay, so we have a check. I can take here, and then I'm up the exchange. That should be good enough. But it's 9 rounds. Oh, but you still got 8 rounds. Does she know it's 9 rounds? Does she know it's 9 rounds? Ama, I want to go. Okay, let me go there. Oof. Gee, dude. Okay, improve my posture. I got to get through these. Hydrate. I got to focus because I want to play a game. Super nuclear warfare. Okay, so I can start with a checky check, right? He moves, and then I do a desperado, and then I take, and then once the dust settles, I'm up the exchange. Yeah, so I guess this wins the exchange. These are hard. I feel these are hard. These are difficult. For the rating. That's what I feel. Right? Because these are 1600. It's not like they're 2000. Okay, can I like C4? What am I looking at here? Bishop A3. So many options. I thought this makes no sense. I thought this was a rook for a second. That's a bishop. Yeah, so maybe bishop A3. But then when I take, he goes here. No, that doesn't help him. Yeah, that. Okay, so I take and then he goes here. Then I have check. But I can't. I don't. Yeah, then I can take in. I can win the exchange, I think. Yeah, these are hard. I'm sorry. These. Then you. Yeah, you go here and then you take. Then you take the queen. You take the rook. These are underrated. I don't. Okay, I gotta stop saying that. But I feel these are like these seem tough for 1600, 1500. Okay, I have a fork. I think the fork right away makes sense. And then the bishop. Otherwise, they take on e5. It's normal. I don't think they're normal. These seem way harder than normal. These are normally like mate in twos or 2 move combinations. These are quite tricky. They feel as difficult as like 1900 or 2000. Okay, I can take and then I can save it. There's F3 later though. F6, I mean. Yeah, the king and pawn ones can be tricky. Okay, so takes. And then I want to go to e5. And then if it goes rook d8 and I go and I take on f3, then there's f6. Oh, then I have bishop g3 or bishop c3. Okay, so this should work. Okay, 27. And then we have, okay, so check, just a mate in 2. Oh, I'm in check. Okay, that makes a difference. Abinub, when are you gonna learn not to spoil things? But you did say that after I finished the puzzle, so that's good. I'm assuming a king h2, otherwise I'm just giving material. And I don't see what he does. I don't see what he does here. I think I can take and then check. $28. I'm very slow. Check. White. Check. Wins the exchange. I don't know why the king didn't take, but or the computer didn't take. Check. Mate in 2. See, then they're giving us easy ones. Bizarre. The ones at 1400 were a million times harder. Okay, so we have check, check. No, it's going to be... No, wait, I can't do that. I mean, it's got to be taking on g7. Oh, there's a fork here. That's what it is. 32. We are black. Could there be a mate here? Feels like there could be a mate. Okay, well, let's look at check here. He has 3 moves. I wish my coffee was hotter. If he goes to h2, I think we have mate on f3. So that's out of the question. And if he goes to h3, then I have check on f4, which is a fork. The fork, is it winning if I take the rook? Hard to say. I don't know if it is. So check. Be good if I can find a mate here. Go back to check. No, that doesn't work. I don't know if that's the right. I hope it's not just yeah, I hope it's not just taking here, because that's not an easy win at all. In fact, rook and knight against rook is a draw, I think. So I'm not sure about that. So yeah, check, king h4. Sorry, king h4. Why was it going here? I'm already confusing myself. Yeah, here first. Check. Yeah, then I can come in here. Check. And then there's a mate. I don't know. I don't see what else it would be though. But I'm been making a lot of mistakes today. I'll look at this one with the engine after. Yeah, so check. Then is this mate? I think it is. There we go. Yeah, I needed to find a mate. Yeah, I think I'm going mate. Because this is just a draw. Okay. Next up. Black. Lips are dry. Check. We win the queen. And if he goes here, I have check. Yeah, this is it. Um, 34. I think it's check, and check. He's got queen a3 here. Check. It's so close. Plus he can escape. Maybe I'm taking on c3. Whenever you get up the color bishop ending, you're moist. You're most lost. Okay, if I take on c3, he may just have bc, but then I have mate. If he goes queen c, it's mate. If he takes my bishop, I take his queen. So this, I think this is it. I think it's queen c3, and then we go queen takes here. Okay, 35. Can I just squeeze my way in? What about forcing lands? If he takes, I have check, and then rook. This is going to be mate. Yeah, I think it might be queen h5. Now, if he runs for it, I just have mate on h8, so he has to take. Yeah, then rook h5, king g8, rook e g4, and then mate on h8. Whoops. Oh my god, I didn't realize this. So I might have to go knight e7 first. To get that bishop out of the way. Then I give it check, and then mate. 36. I am g6. Can I let him take my rook? g6 takes. Actually, I might have queen f7 there. g6, knight g6, queen f7. Hello, DMX. It's not New Year's. It's still 2025 here, but Happy New Year to you, sir or ma'am. I don't know why I said that, but yeah, that looks good to me. I'm just going to go g6 and then queen f7. Oh, that's painful. What did I miss? Oh my god. Oh boy. That's how I blame DMX for that, distracting me. No, it's my own fault. I'm just not on the ball. Dang it. It's just one of those days. Oi. It's just one of those days. Focus, son. So check, and then what? And then I just take here. What are you doing, Mims? Eventually doing puzzles or something? I'm tempted to go G3 first. G6 first, I mean. I wonder why it makes a difference. G6 first, he might have knight G6. I mean, yeah, G6, he might have knight G6. Or bishop G6, I mean. So I think I'm going here first. And then taking. Okay. I am white. There's a fork here. There should be a win somehow. Check and then take. This is a mate in 2. Wait, no, it's a deflection at the end. We're here immediately. Take, and I have his Zug. 18. Mate in 2. 19. Queen is trapped. $20. Oh, this is like a woodpecker puzzle here. 21. Discovery on the queen. And how do we take that? It's a queen, otherwise we lose our queen. Oh, holy God, my God. I just said that. Those words came out of my mouth. I just said, wish the queen, otherwise he takes my queen. I just said that. And then my hand moved the pawn. My brain said the correct thing. My hand disobeyed my brain. Stupid hand. I said and I showed on the screen the right move, and then my hand. Oh my God. Did that in a tournament before. More than once. That's frustrating. Hoi, hoi, hoi. Well, just have to start over. That's just the way it goes. I know it's not what we want, but it's what we... Whoa! That one was just because I'm going so quick. I didn't even wait for the computer to... I didn't wait to see what his move was. I just kind of pre-moved, essentially. Because I just want to get these over with, and then I'm just blundering. I'm doing them so quickly. Too quickly. Ooh, this is tricky. Okay, we go here. White. This one's interesting. I kind of want to go this way because it's going to take me 2 squares to get there anyway. So I can shoulder out his king more, but it like doesn't matter because I'm going to get here. Oh no, yeah, it's faster. No, it's the same amount of squares, right? So why? I mean, my instinct is to shoulder him out, but this is okay. I'm very confused here. Oh, what a interesting one. This is interesting, at least. Oh wait, yeah, he just goes here. What am I talking about? Yeah, because this is the. It's not about. So for black, both paths are efficient, but what we actually need to do is make it less efficient for our opponent. Because for us, it's going to take 3 squares regardless to get to the promised land of G4. But we can make it slower for our opponent to get here. We can make it 3 moves instead of. Well, it's always going to be 3 moves for him. So why does this confuse me? I mean, the shouldering makes sense, right? If we do it this way, that still works too. Why am I so confused? Why am I confused? Why am I confused here? Maybe it's not about him getting here. Maybe it's about him boxing us in. Maybe that's the difference. But either way, I'm coming here. So, yeah, but maybe he goes around. This is what I'm thinking. Maybe it's this really, really tricky thing where he goes like this. Or sorry, takes, and then he goes here. No, because I'm still better. Oh. There's no reason not to play King E6, but I'm trying to see how. How white draws this. Also, the direction of the pawns are kind of messing with my head a little bit. My brain is burned out here. Could it be because of King E7? I'm thinking about this. He gets around us. I think it might be because of King E7. King E7, and then then he's getting around here. I think it might be because of King E7. I go here and then, yeah, that's what it is. It's because of King E7. I'll show this afterwards. So it's here. Yeah. This is a classic thing. But part of what's confusing me is I keep forgetting like what direction the pawns are going. Sometimes that's so if you start at the beginning, which was here, yeah. So if you let white go behind and around, then they can get to F1. For example, here, all they need to do is get to F1. Hello, wanted. Yeah, that's fine. I don't do whatever it takes to get views. My channel is very old. I don't make videos on opening traps, and I don't do that thing. I just do my normal routine. If people want to join and watch, that's fine. If they don't, that's fine too. But I'm not doing whatever it takes to grow my channel. Where was I here? So, yeah. No, that honestly, that I don't know. It probably wouldn't have killed me, but I probably would have had a concussion. Like, cause that thing was heavy too. That was probably like, I don't know, maybe 20 pounds, but it's like 20 pounds of glass. And that was like, I don't know, 5 to 6 feet on top of me. Um, yeah, just barely missed me. But yeah, I'm just if you let him get to F1 here, then it's a draw. So, anyways, moving on here. Yeah, that was what, maybe 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago, I think. I was lucky. Oh god, that took so long to clean up all the glass that broke into the tiniest bit of shards all over my office. I was cleaning up. I was finding glass years later from that. Okay. I think, can I not just take the knight? What am I missing here? Hello, cats play chess. What am I missing here? Oh, he can just recapture. That's a big thing to miss. But then I can take the bishop on F2. 20. Knight G5. And then D4 doesn't work. So I think it's Queen B3. This is like a fried liver. This is just like a fried liver. Okay. Check first. And then take the rook and then take on H2. 22. Brain is stopped working again. Oh, I think I hear fireworks. I do. Very faint. So I know I can take the queen, but I'm down a full piece already. So takes, he needs to recapture. And I take the rook. He can then fork me. Then I can take here. He takes here. And that's equal material there. I think I might near the end of that line. I have rook hf1, and then if he takes here, I can recapture. But no, I'm still confused. Queen g5, knight g5, bishop d8, knight f2, and yeah, knight f2, rook hf1, and then no that yeah, and then takes check. That's still only equal from what I can see. But I don't see what other first move there would be. So I don't fully understand this, but I don't see what other first move there would be. Wonder if there's like rook d4 here. Or maybe at the end of that line, I have bishop h4. Because his knight might be trapped. I'm going to go with that idea. Although, then he has bishop c5. And then he doesn't have bishop c5. I think that might be the line. That's complicated if correct. So I'm taking, and then I'm taking, and then I think I'm going bishop h4. It ends too early. So knight h1, and then it's bishop h4, also bishop g5. That's way harder than it looks. That puzzle's way harder than it looks. See, bishop h4, and then he can't block this, and then I'm going to play rook d1 next move. His knight's trapped. That's way harder than 1600. I should have downvoted it. I hit the wrong button. And then we have just a mate in 1. So, weird. The puzzle ratings don't make sense. And then we have a mate in 2. The puzzle ratings don't make sense. They give us simple ones and then really hard ones. Okay. Okay, so we have a rook for 2 minor pieces. Should be able to just attack the defender. Yeah, they're giving us e1. I don't know. Very, very odd. Knight c5 looks good. And then I'm on the rook. Okay, 27. This is taking me a long time. I really hope it doesn't take me till next year to complete these. Really hope. How about check? That makes a hell of a lot more sense. And 28, we are black. Okay, so let's look at check. That's just mate in 1. Weird. I'll take it though. I need all of the charity I can get. I need all of the charity I can get. Check. Does very little. Then we have check. And mate. I think that's mate. Mate after this move here, and then mate here. 31. Check. Right, if he goes h8, then there's going to be a mate somewhere. Or maybe not even. I can go check here and win. I set up a kill box there because he has to sack the rook. And that, I think, is winning because that looks like a kill box. I don't think he's defending that because he can't defend h6 there. And if he goes to g7, or actually if he goes to g8, then this is going to be mate. And if he goes to, what else is there? If he goes to g7, that's the hardest one to account for. That's the problem one. I think I have rook f7. No, I don't. His rook's there. What am I smoking? Could I afford to sack here and then check? Nope. Yeah, king g7. What am I doing? So it could even be e5, and then I could sack here and then take this rook, but I don't think so. I need to find a solution for this because we're close to being good here. Oh man, that's close. Okay, so after king g, maybe I have rook f4. If knight f4, then I have queen f7. It's mate in 2. So he has to take with the queen. Oh yeah, then okay, no, yeah, then okay. No, but he does. Yeah, he takes with the queen, but then what? Yeah, so knight g5, king g7, rook f4, queen f4. Oh my god, queen f4, there's 96. Oh man. There's 96 fork at the end. And yeah. So here I can take it. If queen takes, there's 96. Wow. Okay, 32. The puzzles seem harder today. It might be knight before and then taking the knight. Because if I take here, my knight just hangs. So I think it's knight b4 and then just taking on b5. 33. Okay, so if I go e6, I think he has to play bishop e6. right? So bishop e6 is forced. And then do I have rook e6? Yeah, I think it might be e6 and then rook e6. I'm going to play that. I think it's rook e6 here. What about f6? Oh man, the puzzles are so tough. Okay, rook e6, f6. Ugh. There's also bishop f6. No, bishop f6 is, I just bring the rook back. So yeah, so f6 is the only thing I need to solve. f6. I don't have an answer for it. Oh, come on. I want to play a game. I'm tired of puzzles. I do too many puzzles. Rook e6, f6. I don't see a solution for that. My position is so good though. Maybe I can just go rook a e1, let him take, and then queen g5. Because I'm hitting e7, I'm hitting g6. I think it might end after rook takes e6. This is a bit of a gamble because I think I'm just good after he takes here, but yeah, it ends there. So f6. I was thinking possibly here, but no, the best move is queen g4. Oh, tricky. Or queen e4. What does queen e4 do? Oh, tricky as well. Yeah, that's a hard one. Okay, moving on. I don't fully deserve that, really, but okay, I might have rook e7 because of this check. Maybe it's not good. No, check here is good. All right, and then I go here. I think so. Then I go rook e7. Okay, 35. Oh my God, this is taking so long. This is not my idea of a good time. I could take and then bishop g5. Should win material. Should win the exchange. Okay, 36. Okay, do I have time for this here? I think I do. So check. I didn't actually see that he could escape here, but check and then check. Gosh. Would I have C3 at all? Check here. Take and then push. Could I do that? It's got to be this check first, though, regardless. I mean, and then I think it might be C3. Oh, no, sorry. C3 hangs the rook. Okay, so check. And then maybe C3. So check. He goes to one of these squares. Or actually, maybe I can then just take and then C3. Yeah, so check, take, king takes, and then C3. Yeah. Okay, oof, 37. Whoa. How does this work? So let's just say I go check here, king b1. Can I take on d? Right? Because if he takes here, I then have back rank. Bang, that's assuming king b1. Take here and I'm up a piece. Queen takes, so it's queen d8. Okay. So that doesn't work. It's on YouTube. If you search for I almost died playing chess. I almost died playing chess. Always dizzy. It's like a 20-second clip. More. Okay, can I just take on d8? And then if queen d8, it's mate here. And if rook takes d8, then I go check. The rook has to come back, and then I take, and then I go take here. Oh, yeah. That might work. Let me triple check this. Rook h d8. If he does nothing, I'm up a rook. He has to recapture a rook, right? If he goes queen d8, it's mate. The only other option is rook d8, and then I go queen e1. He has to bring the rook back. I take. Yeah. Okay. Can't be too careful. 38. We're down a pawn. I don't love my position at all. This looks not so great for white. Yeah, that was not a good time. Yeah, that seriously, the glass shattered everywhere. It was under things, it was everywhere. Yeah. And I felt bad for my dog. He was in the hallway when it happened, but it scared him. Yeah. I was in the middle of a game when it happened, so I had to finish the game. Priority. Okay, anyways, this puzzle now. Okay, somebody link it in the chat so people don't have to keep Googling it. Okay, it might be hard for his queen to stay on this bishop. I wonder if I have rook c1. Maybe he might just have queen d3. Oh, I'm hitting d8 twice. So I could potentially do this. His knight is freaking scary, but maybe I'm okay after just king g1. King g1. What's the worst that he has to offer here? Knight h3. I take it. Then he has a check here, but I can take that or just side swipe my king. I think I'm safe there. I think, but then it leads to another question of why not bishop takes d8. So I think we're taking on d8, but the question is with which piece and why. I suspect it's taking with the rook. But let me just try to calculate this way. So bishop takes d8. I also have to make sure that my rook, we don't need the rook on d1. Hello, Vivek. So knight f2, king g1 rather. He may not even give me the check. Maybe he does something else. Like maybe he goes here, for example. No, I can just take, but I'm just trying to debate which way to recapture. King g1, knight h3, I'm taking here. I don't see the difference, but it doesn't mean much. Check, I go back to h1 and... Oh, that's the difference. If we take with the bishop, then there's bishop d4 severing the connection. Although I can just take on d4. Yeah, so take, check, king g1, knight h3 takes, he goes here. I can just go rook takes. They both seem to be working. Hello, Lewis. Louis Daniel. But there's got to be a difference. Takes. He could either recapture right away. Let's just say he recaptures right away. And then check. Check. Take on h3. I don't see the problem. What's the difference? There has to be a difference. Oh, there's queen d1. There's queen d1. That's what this is all about. So I think we have to go rook d1 or rook d8, sorry, for that. If I start here, I think, yeah, there might just be rook d1. So we have to get rid of this first. Yeah, I'll look at this with the engine after. and then take, and then just king g1. Okay, glad I saw that finally. But yeah, if you go bishop d8, which is a weird move to do anyways, but actually it's not queen d1, it's knight f2, but it's still related to queen d1 because now he just takes on d1. I should have seen that 10 years earlier. 10 years earlier. Oh, I'm just not on the ball. Okay. 39. By the way, did you guys, something I always forget, and I haven't done this in probably years. When you do Puzzle Streak, there is a button down here where my face is, where you get one per session of Puzzle Streak. You are allowed to hit this button that says skip. You can skip one. So you actually get a free one, which I don't do. Are we allowed to do that? Should I allow that? I don't know. I'll probably I shouldn't do it, but it's kind of a cheat code to bump up a level. Okay. Anyways, 39. We're down 2 pawns. Do I have time to play rook 1 c7? I think so. If so, this is a stupid puzzle. I think it's just rook 1 c7. What's he going to do? The most I can see here is bishop e4, and then I give a check. Takes check. Okay, so it is kind of tricky. Okay, but I think it's rook 1 c7, bishop e4. And I think I'm going check. And then king h8. No, I'm just taking the queen. Oh, yeah. So takes. So I'll have. I mean, I don't know. This is a weird puzzle, but I'm playing it. Oh. No, this shouldn't change anything. This shouldn't change anything. It's just what a weird puzzle. What a weird puzzle. Okay, 40. I really don't want to screw up. I've been doing this for an hour and 34 minutes. Might have rook g1. I might have takes in it, or check and then rook g1. Why not rook g1 right away? Seems like there's multiple winning moves here. That's really the question. We have to figure out why not rook g1 right away, or like why not queen f8 right away. There's some difference. This is a little bit more forcing. Because I can go bishop g7, queen g7. No, but that seems I could go here and then rook g8. So the question is, why not? I am down a lot of material, so maybe, just maybe, he can just go queen g1. And then find a way to defend. I don't know, though. Oh. Too many options. Well, kind of. So rook g1 for, I think it's, I have, my instinct says queen f8 first, but so if rook g1, He might even have rook c2 here. It's complicated because he's up so much material. Just takes, check. Here. Then he takes this. Oh my God. But that would be the same thing if I started with queen f8. That would be the same thing. There's this rook c2. So rook g1, rook c2. He can also bring in the knight and stuff. He's got so many pieces. He's got so many pieces. Rook g1, rook c2. Oh, I wonder if I could go to a1 and then queen a2. But I'm still just down too much material. I can't afford to do that, because then he takes here. He's got 4 minor pieces for my 2 rooks. So check, take, and then queen f2. I could try this, but then there's still knight d4, and it's just a big mess. King b1. No, I can't go king b1. Oh, this is too complicated. This is rook c2. I'm sure this isn't even what the computer will play, but this rook c2 is a real issue. So let me look at this again. So check. Here his queen moves, right? Check, takes, but I don't. I never want to do that. Oh, I got an error. Okay, so we got check, knight g8. This is an incredibly complicated position. This is incredibly complicated, and I still even haven't ruled out this whole queen g1 thing. I'm probably just winning there, but okay. So rook c2, king c2, queen f2, rook d2, knight d4. Yeah, king b1. No, my rook's hanging. Shit. Oh yeah, plus he just takes here, right? Sorry. So bing, bang, bang, check. I can't go rook d2 because he's going to take him g1. And that's just one line. Okay, let's say I go king b1. Takes king a1. Check. Takes. It's too complicated. I can't calculate this. This is too hard for me. I think I'm going to use the skip button for once. So it was. Oh, it's only one move. I thought it was the whole puzzle. It's only one move it gives me. Okay, actually use the skip button. It's kind of cheating in a way. It's kind of. So what do we do here? I can check and then take the queen, I guess. That's pretty good. Then I take the queen. I'm going to look at this one with the engine after. This was super complicated. So why not queen f8 first? What's the difference? Then bishop d4. Wow, this is so complicated. This is so complicated. I don't know. It's just a hard ass puzzle. That's freaking difficult. Next one, we are white. Well, it's usually not a bad idea to threaten mate in one. Well, that's not true, but it's not a bad idea to consider it. He has one reasonable move, and then I think I can just threaten mate in one again. I think that's all there is to it. Even a baby could do it. Okay, I'm done. Vivek wants me to do another one because he's psychotic. Can I just threaten mate in one? Again. I think I can. I think I can. There's this check though. Oh, then my bishop covers the fork. Okay, so the most he can do is okay. And yeah, my bishop covers the fork. There you go. Happy 43. I'm done now. Time for a game, you bastard. Here we go. Oh, that took forever. An hour, 44 minutes. That was a tough batch today of puzzles. That was rough. That was brutal. Man, an hour 44. Burned out. He's moving really slow. Maybe he's drinking for New Year's, but very, very slow moves. Maybe he opened up my stream. I don't know. Very slow. Very slow. What's up with that? What's he thinking about? Move 7, main line. Odd. Run, jump, Henry. Still a very long time until New Year's for me. Not even close yet. F5 right away. Wonder if I can take on B2 and then 84 have check here. C3 could be a problem though. I don't know. This feels much premature. Don't really know how to refute it though. I'm a little scared to take because like D8 gets very susceptible to tactics. Let's just open things up. Could it be knight f d? Oh, this is I don't know how. I'm sure this is not great, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do against it. And I'm very scared to take it. Very scared. Yeah, I might go knight fd. Yeah, you can just keep pushing though. It's or it takes. Okay, I'm going here. I don't know. I don't know. This is. I said it yesterday. This is literally the most challenging opening for me out of any opening. Out of any opening in chess. That I play. Hello, Sin City. What if he can just sack a pawn here, like bishop e2? Takes, 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 and just castles. Because my king's in the middle. It's super scary. F7's weak. He can probably sack a pawn. Could even be potential stuff like 96 here. You know, there's so many ways for white to attack. It's so I just need to survive. I mean, this is going to be terrifying for me for the next like 8 moves. '94. I think I'll go d5, or maybe I should take. Taking's probably better. Yeah, bishop e2 is scary. Bishop c4 is scary. Bishop c4. I have d5. I should be fine there. So bishop e2. I'm thinking bishop e2. The question is, do I want to castle here or do I want to take on e5? Bishop e2 takes castles. Well, I'm hitting the knight, I guess. Okay, this is okay. Interesting, very interesting. If I take on b2, we're kind of nearly transposing into some main lines. I think I'm taking on e5 here. But d8 is so dangerous. Although my knight stops a lot of those tactics, but not if I recapture. But there's things like here, you see? Knight takes. You see? It's dangerous. Takes, knight takes, and then he can go knight e6. Okay, no, I guess my queen covers d8. This is extremely dangerous to take, though. How greedy am I? Normally, this would be lights out. This d8 square, you don't want to allow white this, but I played knight fd7, which is unusual, but it blocks some of those shenanigans, chicanery. Yeah, this would be dangerous to take now, even though I might not see. There's 2 pawns waiting for me. It's hard. I know that d8 is a very dangerous square. I know this. I'm experienced with that. So let's just say he castles. But I'm just going to go bishop e7. I think I can survive, but this is greed. This is pure and utter greed. Even like bishop e3 is scary too. I'm going to take, but this is I might be paying for this with my life because I know how dangerous of a position this is for white. And I think I'm just going bishop e7, possibly bishop b4. But this square is so dangerous, I might just agree to dislocate my king. I'm just going bishop e7. Oh, I screwed up. He takes and then queen g5. I see it. He takes and then queen g5. It's game over now. I screwed up. I just screwed up. I told you this is an extremely dangerous opening. This is losing. Hello, Sun Tzu. Yeah, early. I think I actually played well until bishop e7. Okay. Yeah, I can't even do that because I lose the rook. I have to give him the knight. Yeah, this did not go well. I have to give him that. Oh, that sucked. That sucked. Oh boy. I need a miracle. I have a pawn for a knight. I mean, yeah, that's what I mean, unfortunately. I have a pawn for a knight. And this rook is dead, and I can't castle, and I'm undeveloped. Bishop e7, I saw it a couple seconds afterwards. Wow, the blunder. I think I was winning before bishop e7, but it was still dangerous for me. It was always going to be dangerous for me. My position is utterly crap. He needs to blunder 10 times over here. For me to have any chance. Yeah, that's dangerous. Everything's dangerous. Everything is dangerous for me. I was thinking of sacking the exchange. Could also go here. Okay, sack the exchange, then I could go here. It's just hard to sack the exchange when you're down a full piece. Can also go here. And then try to put the other rook on c8. He's not going to let me get this rook active. Wish I hadn't blundered that. It just weakens the F file, but I have no other moves. Like, I've got nothing here. I'm getting killed on rapid lately. Like, man. Frustrating. It's the only word to describe chess. Could technically do this. Probably overkill. Damn it. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay. Oh my God. I mean, I don't want to do that. What else am I going to do here? I don't know. I mean, every move's losing. Every move's losing. I know this sucks, but every move's losing. There's no good moves to be played. I have to just play something. Oh, that bishop e7 just lost the game on the spot. It's frustrating. Ouch. He can take here now if he knows what's good for him. And that's okay. Wow, just destroyed me. That's a frustrating game to play. Man. Yikes. It was just a bishop e7, just lost the game on the spot. Which is right about here. Yeah, bishop e7 just loses the game on the spot. It was dumb. So yeah, apparently here I can take on b2 or take on e5. This is okay, but it's better to just take and then take on b2 apparently. Okay, that was a stupid game. When I say that, I'm not being salty, but it's stupid in the fact that I just blundered. Like, and this is a fake account. Well, it's not fake, but it's provisional. What I mean is like, I didn't have a chance that game. And this is another brand. This is a brand new 2 weeks old account. God damn. Let me block. Give me a real account. Real account, please. There we go. Real account. That's all I ask. At least I didn't lose on the clock. I lost from a blunder. What is this? I'm just going to minimize chat. Okay. I wasted some time thinking of nothing. My brain just shut down. But what do I do here? Knight fd7. Oh, crap. That's scary. And then he just, yeah, now queen e2 or castles. E6. And I might just get rid. I mean, he might just win that pawn back. He might just win this pawn back, like knight d2 here. I don't think I want to hang on to it. Like with f5 is the only. I guess I have knight f6, but I don't know. This pawn might. I might not be able to hang on to it reasonably. Okay, knight f6, g4. What's that? This is so complicated. Okay, so takes. I have check. You go g3. Bing, bang, bing, bang. This is so weird. I'm so confused. I guess he wants to push here. Interesting. Okay, I don't know. This is looking scary with my king stuck in the center here. So take bishop e6, queen b7. I think I like that though. I forgot that he could trade queens. Okay. We're up a pawn. Opposite colored bishops though, and he's ahead in development. Or okay, he wants the pawn. I don't mind that. Bishop d6. Is this a move? Yeah, my brain has really shut down. Yeah, he might have like this knight c3 might be a move, and there also might just be bishop c or queen c6. God, I'm dead. Yeah, this does not look good. God, I won a pawn on move 2, and I am dead. So bad. I can't remember the last time I won a game. Okay, so it's just game over, I think. Wow, open up chat. Oh boy. Got destroyed there. Is that a move? This knight. I just got destroyed 2 games in a row. Blundering. So knight d7 was fine. Bishop e6 is the top move here. It's saying I was equal at the end. I missed something. But I was going to flag anyway. Bishop e6 is such a hard move to play. Well, I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird move. And then there's bishop f5. All these moves are weird. And apparently we can take, but I thought I was giving him too much here. It's a strange position. But it would have been better than e6. So e6 I'm still better, but yeah, it likes bishop e6. And yeah, and then here I'm winning. So where did I blunder? Next move. Knight takes d5 was the blunder. And now we only have a small edge. His knight is just too well posted. So any other move, bishop e6, bishop f5, h5, that's a hard move to play. Bishop c6. It's definitely a weird position though. Like, yeah. So bishop, so what is the best move here? Bishop d5. Didn't even consider bishop d5. Or queen d. I didn't consider putting a bishop or queen on d5. Yeah, I need to control c6 and a8. That would have... I missed those moves. I considered f6, but then I think I didn't like knight c6. Yeah, but I missed this. But actually, the best move is queen c6. So what am I supposed to do here? Bishop h4 followed by queen c8. What is this? Oh, I take with the rook. Oh, look at that resource. What a weird resource. Why not queen c8? Oh, yeah. Oh, I see. This protects. Wow. What a resource. Yeah, I couldn't find anything there. That's the games I'm losing are so crap. They're so crap. I say that because my opponents aren't playing well. I'm just blundering. I'm handing them the games. They're not outplaying me. I'm outplaying myself. But better than getting flagged still. I think I'd rather blunder than get flagged. I could castle or b3. b3 is there c5? I'm always wondering about this. I'm going to go b3 first. Delaying castling gives us options. Okay, h3 or... No, I think generally you just castle here. And I'll complete this. And then, do I want d3 or h3? Going to go h3 here. I could have considered queen e1 as well, would have been, but we've got a lot of options. I have just d3 here. Oh, he wants to. He wants to go to d6, which is not a bad move. Okay, so we go here, knight d6. Oh no, it was g7. Okay, so now we go knight c3. Could also maybe go e4, because then my knight could go to c4. So that's a tough choice. Knight c3 or e4 here. But what am I doing? Am I going here? That's the. I don't know if I actually want e4. That's more of a Dutch thing. Sometimes you go e4 in the bird, but I'm not really threatening much. Maybe like, because I don't really want to push this. I mean, it's not the worst move, but I think I'm going to move my knight. Although I also wonder if I should go c4 or knight d2 to cover this, but no, I think I should go after c5. So maybe c4 here. C4. I might go c4. But then what does my knight do? Okay, I'm going to go c4. I don't know. I'm wasting time on these moves that don't matter. Yeah, so he does nothing. And I actually... do we go knight c3? I've got... Okay, knight c3, knight d2. Knight c3... But then he can push. 94 takes. Okay, he's not. Okay, that's okay. I think I can go knight c3. So we go knight c3. I should have considered e4 there as well. I should have considered e4. Okay, so we're going to go after c5. I'll just go here right away. And then I can consider bishop a3 or e4. No, well, yeah. So how do we choose? E4 takes. Is queen here an issue? Shouldn't it be? But the thing is, again, what am I threatening? Because I don't know if I actually want to block my bishop if I go e4. I don't think I actually want to play e4. My rook wants to be here, I think. Maybe I go queen e2 and then rook lift. I think this is the idea. Oh, I can also just attack this. That's what I was going to do originally. I got too many ideas. Okay, is this queen a5? This is like the same game we had yesterday. I forget how it was different. There's another idea. I can go rook c1 and they can take here. And then grab it the pawn this way. That's not the worst idea. Yeah, so maybe I go here first. It's too many options, too many ideas. Too many ideas. But I'm gonna do this Nimzo idea. You put a rook behind the c pawn and then you unleash it and then you hit c5. Because I think he's going queen a5 and I'm gonna go rook c1 and then take. Yeah. So I think I'm going here. I gotta be a little bit worried about this. I'm gonna bring the queen back now. Just to cover queen d2, and then we'll go rook c1. And I might go rook f3. I might go for this idea. I can always put the bishop back on b2. I'm kind of mixing ideas here. Yeah, and then I'm going to take. Oh, actually, that's a good move now. Well, we have to take this way, but yeah. So I'm going to have to put the bishop back on b2. He wants this. We can't allow that. I can't let him get close here. He might try doubling up, but trades are good for me. Okay, there's a fork here. So I've got bishop b2, but then, oh, he still wants rook d2. He's playing well here. He's playing well. Okay. So bishop b2, rook d2. Takes. He's trading. The trades aren't so bad for me. Is it bishop h4? Or just even knight g3. Knight g3 is a problem too, actually. Okay, okay, so maybe I take here first. But I'm giving him the D file, and then I come here. Oh, how did I had a beautiful position. My position's still good though, but yeah, so take, and then maybe rook d1. But then he's got knight c3. Knight c3, I might have like queen e1 or something. I guess I could maybe give this one up. I don't know. He's getting way too much here. Otherwise, I can play something like queen g4. He's got knight c3 again, or you can take here first. Takes. Yeah, he's getting more play than he deserves. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna go with this plan. I don't know. What happened? How come I lose all my games? It doesn't make any sense. I had such a good position. I wonder what I went wrong. I kind of mixed a lot of ideas. Like maybe I played bishop a3 too early. I don't know if I should have played rook f3 earlier. Okay, here I think I trade rooks. I could also go here, which isn't so bad. Yeah, part of the problem when you have so many ideas, it's hard to choose one of them. Okay, I'm taking, then I can take on c5. Queen f2. And then I can take on e6. Or maybe I go here. Okay, no, he traded. Just have the queen defending everything. Let's just do that. So he can't take a2. I'm up a pawn, but I only have a minute. If I offer a draw, it might show weakness. But what do I have to lose, right? I may offer a draw next move. I don't know if he'll take it. Okay, I offered a draw here. I don't think he'll take it. It's unlikely I'll win with 53 seconds here. Yeah, I'm just gonna move back and forth. He declined the draw offer. I might have e4. I think I might play e4. Oh shit, he found a square. Oh, check. Oh, fuck. Tried too hard to push for a win. It's always the clock, you know? It's always the clock. Oh. How does he blunder this? He just tried to flag me. They all try to flag me. Screw you. Screw you. Screw you. Trying to flag me. Sorry. But I mean, I was up a pawn. I offer a draw and then he doesn't even use his time. Like, he just tries to flag me. He doesn't even flag me properly. Like, they just play quick. That's how I lose all my games. Not all my games. That's not even true. The first two games I blundered. But players like this guy that just try to flag you, they don't even try to play good moves. Okay, I'm very cranky. Not a good way to end the year, but they don't even try to flag me properly. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're just moving quick. They just move quick, and then he like trades queens. It was his idea to trade queens. You know? Yeah, greedy. I mean, I offered him a draw. He's down a pawn and he wants to flag me, but then he doesn't even flag me like methodically. He just moves. Sorry, I'm just repeating myself, but it's just so dumb. It's just so dumb. What are these people going to do when they play a classical game, right? Or a game with increment? You can't just rely on flagging people. Okay. And the salt. And the salt. Okay, we got a bird win. It went well. Like the opening went well. We got everything we wanted. And then I got too much. And then I burned a lot of time because I got too much of what I wanted. And then it's like, how do you choose? Everything is good. I got too much. Yeah, I don't know. This will be interesting to look at with the engine because, yeah, this 94 was a headache. So I'm not sure about. I wonder if knight c3 is better here, but really c4 is usually a pain in the ass. Or maybe. I would say maybe knight d2, but then I don't know. You know what? Maybe not queen f3. Maybe I go. Maybe it's Maybelline. Maybe I go rook rook f3. I don't know. We'll see what the computer has to say. I mean, my position is good here, but I don't know if I should have allowed knight e4. Yeah, that's another. Like maybe I could have gone e5, or e4, but I didn't. The reason I never played e4, which is a thematic move, is because I kept saying I don't know how I'm going to follow up. But maybe I could have just kept the tension there and just play e4 and not play e5. Because this takes away a square from the knight, and if he ever pushes d4, well, then it just further weakens c5. Then I can, push. I don't like if he puts a pawn here and I have a pawn on e4. This might be fine. And otherwise, I can just keep the tension here, and then I control e4. So maybe I should have played e4, and. Maybe queen e2. Actually, queen e2 was probably a mistake because that allowed knight e4. And there was no need to do that. I forget why I played it. Oh, yeah, I played it. The reason I played queen e2 is I wanted to play rook f3. But it let the knight come in. So maybe I played this fine, but possibly I could have played e4 earlier. And queen e2 was probably a little too slow. So I don't know what I do instead here. Maybe rook a c1 or rook a d1. Or again, just e4 here. And I think something else you can do is you can go rook a e1, rook e3, and you can do a rook lift this way. And potentially I can even play g4. Yeah, so this burned a lot of my time. Yeah, and I want an important pawn here. So he probably should have taken on d1 first. And yeah, so I'm up a pawn here and in time trouble. I think this central pawn push was good. Then he declined my draw offer, so he wanted to flag me. Yeah, I shouldn't have allowed this. Maybe I could have went with the plan like a3, b4, just to get a passed pawn, potentially. I just didn't see queen e3. Another idea is maybe I could push the h pawn. Possibly. I just, I didn't really have time here. I wasn't too concerned here apart from my clock because I do have an a pawn. Hello, tactic chess. And he could have gotten a draw here too, but he was still greedy. And then yeah, I can just take on f6, and then he traded queens, which is ridiculous. Because I just have the a pawn. Okay, let's look at that with the engine. Okay, so from the top here, this was all fine. Wow, even here you can take with the rook. That seems so early. There's not really any danger in doing so, I guess. Yeah, so you just lost the tempo there. So c4, I was curious about. It's not on the top 5. But everything is +1. Huh. So c4 for once is not best. I was thinking knight c3 here, if not c4. That, I mean, every move is good. And then, yeah, so I could have played e4 here, but knight c3 was good too. Maybe I shouldn't go to a4 unprovoked. And just play, again, this e4 move. Yeah, I just wasn't sure what my father, like, let's just say he just does nothing. It actually does want to play e5. Could I guess I can go rook at e1 and then f5 is a threat. Is it though? It's playable. It's not the top move. I don't know. Every move is kind of playable here. This was all fine, but it did not love queen e2. Yeah, in hindsight, I didn't like it because he gets knight e4, which is what he did. Then he gets knight e4. Now he's equal. So computer recommends bishop b2 or rook e1. Just don't move the queen, or e4. You know. Yeah, this was really my first mistake. Queen e2. And he pounced on it. Oh, no, he didn't. He didn't play knight e4 yet. He built this up first. Then he played knight e4. So here I could have brought the queen back to f3. It was important to cover e4. Yeah, so this was good. I also just had bishop b2 or queen c2. Really? Bishop b2. Oh my god, then I have queen g4. Okay. So there was a way out that way as well. Tricky. Okay, so this is only equal. Oh, black had a move here. Queen a5. And then he's winning this pawn or something. So check. How is this mate? Bishop h4. Or just, this is simpler, I guess. Oh, he wins the queen. Oh boy, yeah. So he had this sneaky move. And then I would have to play like queen f2. Okay, yeah, he played quick. I mean, he did play pretty quick the whole game, trying to flag me. And yeah, now we're up a pawn, and then he didn't want to take a draw. Now, actually, I had better here. I only had 50 seconds, but queen b2 check, and then a3. Yeah, so it does want to create this passed pawn. I just didn't have time to account for everything. And apparently taking on f5 is better, but I'm not going to see everything here. And this is just all equal because the nature of queen. And then, yeah, we're just winning here because of I take on f3 and I have the outside pass pawn. Okay, I wonder if I should play another one. I think I might end it there, guys. I have to go to the bathroom. That's actually the main reason. So a good way to end the year. No, but it's a 2.5, 2 hour, 40-minute stream. Most of that was spent on Puzzle Streak, unfortunately. Let's do a recap of how the actual games went. I only played 2 or 3. Yeah, I played 3 games. I finished in the red. Not a good way to end the year, but whatever. Yeah, it's only 9:30 p.m. It is an early end to the stream for me tonight, but you can kind of get a sense for it when you should end the stream. Basically, once you start even thinking if you should end the stream, from my experience, you should. So that's what I'm going to do. That's going to be it for me today and for the rest of 2025. I'll see you guys tomorrow in 2026. Have a good New Year if it isn't there already. It's not New Year's here for another 2.5 hours. Take it easy. See you next time.